What's up, guys? It's your boy Kazaris back with another fun little deck profile, and today we have Counter Trap Battlin Boxers. The archetype is surprisingly okay. They didn't really get any of their. I guess they did get a lot of their cards, but they didn't get their main Xyz, which is Battlin Boxer Lead Yoke, which has like a Neos Fusion-like protection effect, where you just detach material whenever your Battlin Boxer monster would be destroyed to protect it, and then every time it detaches the material it gains 800 attack. So it's at 22 to start and it can go up to 38, which is pretty big. But we did get their Battlin Boxer Nova Kaiser. This card doesn't do a lot, but it gives you a floating capability that the deck kind of like lacks, and it allows you to Xyz summon every time your opponent would try to destroy shit, which is kind of cool because it gains 100 attack for every material. It can attach a material from hand or grave to it, any Battlin Boxer, so you can like Xyz with 2. So say you have a Headgeared, which is the Foolish Burial, on summon. You summon it, send any Battlin Boxer. You special summon Sparer, which locks you out of your battle phase, but it gives you a free Xyz material essentially. And then you overlay for Kaiser, and then since you sent one to the graveyard with Headgeared, you can then attach that one you sent, and now it'll have 3 materials on it. It'll be 2600 attack. And then if it's destroyed by your opponent's card, battle or card effect, you can target level 4 or lower Battlin Boxers in your graveyard up to the number of Xyz materials this had on the field, and special summon those targets. So essentially, if you open your Headgeared Sparer combo on turn 1, you'll get him with 3 materials. If he dies, you summon back all 3 materials. So you can easily go into Deltros or just another Nova Kaiser, which is really cool. Or you can easily do your Black Ship of Corn or Direwolf play. Playing Avenging Knight Parshath, honestly, you know what? After playing a few games with this just beforehand, just to test, I think I might just want to cut this to 1 and play a Sigma. Yeah, Sigma. Because this is like another good Deltaros-ish, like 3 material rank 4 card to play, just because it's like a relinquished effect, and that can be more useful than destruction sometimes. So I feel like this extra deck is good simply because you're rarely going to resolve 2 rebirth in a game. Resolving 1 rebirth is usually enough to put you in like such an advantage that you're just gonna win from there. Just because you negate their card, you shuffle it back, and you summon an Avenging Knight Parshath on top of it. It's just so much advantage off of 1 card. It's very good. And then we're just playing a bunch of different other counter traps. We're playing Xyz Block, which is cool. Honestly, you could cut this to 1 and just play 20. Just because this is, like, if you don't see your Xyz combo with, like, Spar and Headgeared, then you can't. Like, so either Spar Headgeared or Headgeared and Battlin Boxing Spirits. This will summon, this is just Reborn for any Battlin Boxer. So you send it to the graveyard with Headgeared and summon it back with Spirits. If you don't see that combo, then Xyz Block is kind of dead. But it's okay if it's dead if you open it with Rebirth, because you can just discard it with Rebirth anyway. So it's like, if it's dead, you still have a chance for it to be usable through Rebirth. But it's just a very good card because it's just a 1-for-1. Unlike with like Divine Wrath, you have to discard. This card, you just detach a material from an Xyz, which is just way better in terms of resource management. Jolt counter is pretty cool. This is the Battlin Boxer counter trap, but you can negate anything while you have a Battlin Boxer on the field, but only during the battle phase. So it's a little restrictive, but it can negate things like Desperado, which is kind of cool, or any battle trap, or just any trap that they would try to activate in the battle phase. But typically they'll stop you before you get to Xyz summon, so it's a little okay. It's meh, but again, if you don't want to use it, you can just discard it with Rebirth. And then Ulti Prov is probably the most usable one outside of Rebirth. You can discard any monsters or spell or trap to negate the card of the same type. Pretty cool. Then you have the 1 switch hitter. This is the Debris Dragon in the deck. When you normal summon it, you can summon a Battlin Boxer from the graveyard. But you can only summon Battlin Boxers the turn you use it, so you can only Xyz into Nova Kaiser. So it's okay. It's like not the best for just like rank 4 plays because you can only make Kaiser with it. But it's a good D-draw target. It's kind of just like similar to Spirits, except Spirits only gets you 1 monster, whereas Switch Hitter is a monster himself that gets another monster, so you already have the rank 4 play right there. But spirits is good because it doesn't take the normal summon, so I figure just 1 switch hit or 2 spirits is a good ratio. Then we're playing Veil with the D-Draw, just because we're not always going to open Headgeared and Spar, so like having the Veil to trigger with D-Draw is pretty nice to get us our combo pieces, or just to get us additional counter traps to use with the Rebirth. Pretty nice. I mean, the deck flows very well overall. I guess as well as it could flow, just because it's, I don't know, just like simple Xyz decks like this, Satellar Knights, Evil Swarms, they're not good enough. Especially when we don't get all their support. They just don't hold up to the meta. Like, if Evil Swarms got Ophion and Infestation, they would absolutely be a threat to deal with, but we didn't get those. So the deck just sucks. Like with Satellar Knights, if we got Batlamus or Trevere or anything like, or any of their other good Xyz, they would probably be really solid, except we didn't. We only got Deltaros, so they're not very good. And same with Battlin Boxers, we didn't get Lead Yoke. We didn't. There's a few other cards we didn't get. I don't know the entire archetype off the top of my head, but there's definitely a few other cards we didn't get. Mainly being Lead Yoke, we didn't get that. So the deck is okay, but they don't have their best cards, so it's like I can only do so much with it. So we're gonna jump right in and we're gonna get negating. So stick around and grab your coffees. Alright, we are up against a Jesse Anderson. Jesse. A Jeese. We're going Feist. I think we just pass. I mean, we have Veil to trigger D-Draw. I mean, our hand's not bad. We're not going to die. It's just a little slow. That's fine. Sometimes the deck has to play slow. I'm yawning in every one of my videos. There's a Canahawk. So it's Ritual Beasts. Okay. Interesting. Why on Jesse, though? Playing ties or something? Banish went. Ooh, look at him. Little prismatic window. Even though the Veil doesn't trigger D-Draw here, we're just going to gain back our life points and get a free level 4 special summon. We have the Parshath. I'm going to go for the Kaiser. There it is. Let's set the Parshath. We're going to go to battle phase. Attack for 1100. Ooh, it went through. Nice. Pass to him. A Cyclone in the end phase. That's unfortunate. Maybe I could have read that. If I had read the Cyclone, I could have just set the Xyz block as well. But then again, I mean, it's not guaranteed that he still hits the Parshath. So, I don't know. Either way, we might have had a dead Parshath. It's aight. There's 3 cards in hand. Canahawk and Grave. Banished Winda. He drew Ritual Beast's Return. So he's going to banish Petalfin. Summon Petalfin, probably. Now he's going to summon Canahawk. Interesting. Does he have another one in hand? Oh wait, Petalfin's a bitch against this deck. Can he null summon anything? No? What? Are we okay? That's crazy. If he had literally any tamer in his hand, I think we'd just lost. I mean, I guess we summon Sparer and just try to kill him. What? Yo, we did it. Nice. Beat Ritual Beasts. Cool. Let's do another one. Alright, we're up against the Yamayugi. The Mira match. Probably not, but we're going first. God. I hate character mats and sleeves. They're so dumb. If you're not playing plain colored sleeves, I don't know what to tell you. So we got. Alright, so we got Headgeared. Send what? Send Spar. Yeah, I guess send Spar. That's fine. Then we got rebirth. And we got pass. So we have a negate, which is fine. Hopefully he doesn't draw a cyclone in his 25 card deck. We can still, like, we can negate one, get our Avenging Knight out, and then we can make a Kaiser on the following turn. Ooh, look at this. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. So this is, so we won't get Avenging Knight Parshath out, because we won't shuffle the Patorai back. Because in order to shuffle something back, we have to negate it in the place where it activates. So since Patorai activates on the field, but is now in the graveyard, since it's no longer in the vicinity of where it activated, we can't shuffle it back. So if we negate Sphere Kribo after they discarded it, now it's in the graveyard, so we won't shuffle it back. Something like that. If they activate a regular Kribo, now it's in the graveyard, something like that. If we, trying to think. So like, things have to activate and resolve in one area for us to negate and shuffle them back. But it's still worth negating there because A, he doesn't get there, and B, he already discarded 2 cards. So now that we're discarding 2 cards, it's not as detrimental to us. So we're going to get a switch hitter here. Summon a Sparrer. This should be game, I think. I mean, we can't use this ulti prop, but I'm just going to set it for the following turn. Yep, and Swift FTK. Nice. So like, we didn't get the Avenging Knight out, but we still got lethal, and we still negated his setup. So it worked out in the end. So that was awesome. That was a fast game. Let's do another one. All right, we are up against the Yuma and Astral. We're going second. So I'm going to keep explaining that weird Parshath interactions, because some of you may have had this before, and you might have been confused as to why you weren't able to summon Parshath. So we drew it. So nice. So it says, reveal 1 counter trap in your hand, then discard 1 card and pay 1,000 life points. That's the entire cost. So you have to reveal a counter trap, discard any card, and pay 1,000 life points. That's the cost. Now the rest of the effect is negate the activation, and if you do, shuffle that card into the deck. Then you can special summon 1 Parshath monster from your deck or extra deck. You have to negate it, then you have to shuffle it, and then you can summon. So if you don't negate it, you can't shuffle it, and if you don't shuffle it, you can't summon anything. So even if you do negate it, if you don't shuffle it, then you can't summon any Parshath. You have to complete everything in order to summon the Parshath, because it resolves in sequence. You have to fulfill all the previous conditions to summon the Parshath. And if you do, then. So he summons Utopia. We draw a bunch of nonsense. This is weird. So like, any of this even usable? Like, we have Parshath. We have Jolt Counter. I guess I'll set a Jolt Counter and a Parshath. Fuck, I'll set all 3. Fuck it. Like, we can only use Parshath, but I'm disguising my back row. So there is a Cyclone. Don't you dare hit it. Bro! You fucking kidding me? What a monkey, dude. What an absolute monkey. That's some bullshit. God damn it. Oh, what a monkey. Alright, that's a loss. I mean, there's nothing we can do there. We didn't draw Headgeared or Sparrer. We didn't draw any Extender, essentially. Or like anything to really summon. Like, I'd rather just hold the switch hitter in my hand, just because we get to, just so I get to use its effect on later turns, but what a lucky fucky boy. Alright, let's do another one. Alright, last game. Up against the Desperado. Gonna try and get this win if we can. So we're met with like, do we want to waste the quote unquote waste this veil to just make a Kaiser? Or do we just, I think we just set Parshath pass. We get Parshath effect, we get Veil if in hand to trigger D-draw, possibly. We just gotta play this a little bit more slowly. I think we'll be okay. This card is so dumb, dude. Why did they give us this card? They should have just given us Lead Yoke instead of this card. So stupid. There's a Misjudge. Now the thing about Misjudge is that it doesn't activate, I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't activate. It just before resolving my effect, it just flips a coin. It doesn't. It's like a continuous effect almost. It's very weird. So we're going to summon the Sparer, special summon the other Sparer, make a Kaiser, and pass to him. The cool thing about that interaction is we wasted 2 of his coin flips and we kept the Veil in our hand. And we're still in a good position. So if we resolve this Parshath, we'll trigger D-draw for ourselves because we'll have taken 2,800. So we get to draw anything. So there's the Barrel Dragon. Targeting Kaiser. I think we negate this because it shuffles. Yeah, I'm going to discard the Veil because we're in a good position now. Oh shit. Misjudge even activates on counter traps. Oh shit, didn't know that. Alright, well we got lucky there. Now he's out of heads, so he can't use any Cup of Ace. Going to activate our D-draw. We're going to grab an Xyz block. Now we have some nice counter traps to use. We got Jolt counters, especially against Desperado. Jolt counters are very useful. We also have Xyz block, and now we can pierce with Avenging Knight for 2k. This is not a machine, so we won't get to summon Desperado. It's probably his Karma Cut. Nope, that's just gonna be the game. Cool. Alright, so even if we had like, I mean, Karma Cut on our Kaiser would be the worst, I guess, because then it would turn off both of our counter traps. Yeah, like again, but outside Karma, like we were in a very good position. We had the Xyz block to detach from Kaiser to negate any monster effect. We had Jolt counter in the battle phase to safely run over a Dark Machine and stop Desperado from coming out. So yeah, we were in a very good position. I think that's gonna do it, guys. The deck is fun. I wanted to do the counter trap variant just because Parshath is a fun card. And you could do it like normal traps. You could also try Endless Trap Hell, play a few less monsters. Like maybe, I mean, Veil is just very good, but like if you were to cut any monsters, I'd cut Veil, just because it's not really an extender. Like you have the Foolish Barrel, the one specials from hand, and the one that specials from grave. You can play like 2 of the one that's special from grave, like 8 monsters total, 2 of the Battlin Boxing Spirits, and then like 10 traps and play Endless Trap Hell if you wanted. That could maybe be another way to play a good version of this control deck. But other than that, it's just another mediocre Satellar Knight-esque deck. So it performed okay, performed as well as I expected it to. It can squeeze out some wins, as you saw. But other than that, that's going to do it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to be back tomorrow with Laval's for you guys. So stick around. Peace.